All right, it's Wayde Rich back with another episode of A Word with Wayde down here at Sorelli Cafe and Restaurant.
You got it.
In Ingle Farm, and today my guests are from a metal band that push the boundaries of metal. They're known as Ouroboric. Today we have Crowley and we have Freya. Welcome to the show, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
My pleasure. I'm only here for the coffee, really, but you know. You
That
guys
is
just had
good.
it.
It's really good coffee, so shout out to Sorelli for that.
Yeah.
It is. So, I have to ask, because I've already said about pushing the boundaries of metal,
Sure.
how does one push the boundaries of metal beyond comprehension?
Yeah, how do you answer that one? I think I would honestly say, well, in Ouroboric's case, I would definitely say it's because we all have clashing styles. So there's no one set idea of what it should be. It's just rather an overall concept.
Like a melting pot of...
It's more of an umbrella. It's like a term for it, I guess. That's why you call it alternative metal. We're the alternative to metal. Heavy enough to be considered it, but technically not.
Interesting. That's an interesting answer. And I have nothing to come up with that. Nothing to follow up with that. But no. So let's sort of like, for someone like myself who's obviously new to you guys, and hopefully some of the people watching are going to be introduced to you today as well. Tell us kind of, I guess, where this all started. Because I know we've talked off camera about lots of minor changes and things like that. So you've obviously been going for a while.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Tell me about the genesis, the backstory.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Bringing all the hard ones out for you, man.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to best answer that. It would have been started simple, you know. You would have replied to a, bands put up a post, someone's looking for somebody shows up, you don't really like each other that much, but you tolerate each other. And 13 years later, we're still kicking.
13 years,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought it would be a while, but I didn't think...
It's been a long...
That's crazy.
Long journey.
And would you say over that time the sound has changed at all?
Yes.
Or have you...
Each album changes.
Each
There's
album,
been a lineup change
that.
on each album.
Because I'm a fan of Linkin Park. You may have picked that up from our conversations before we started, and I've got...
I'd say your tattoo was a dead giveaway.
Yeah,
that was a little bit of a giveaway.
Chester.
And one of the things I liked about what they do is that, for the most part, every album sounds different. You know, the first two maybe not so much, but from then it was like... And so I love that. So how do you approach that? Like, is it just a thing that just happens naturally when you come to writing new music?
In this particular instance, yes, because like you lose 3/4 of your band, and there's only two primary songwriters, and that's me and the guitarist Mitch.
Okay.
So what generally ended up happening was that me and him argue the most. Easy, right?
It's still like, it's like a full bromance thing though, because it's like, you argue, but then like you make up and come out with some good stuff,
Yes, you got
and
it,
that's
yeah.
really strong. Like, if you can have disagreements with somebody, but still like push forward and make stuff work, which
Absolutely.
is important, even though there's differences.
Yeah. No, that's true. I think that's very true. I mean, like, that's how me and my brothers are.
Yeah, that's
I think
exactly what it is.
We kind of bring out the worst, but also the best in each other in some ways, and build on that. So, I have to ask too, because like, you just sort of jumped in there. I love that, because I want you to be part of the conversation. So I'm going to direct this to you. But you did mention, Crowley, that Freya was the newest person to join the band.
Not the newest. But
sorry. Did I misunderstand that?
No. Like I said, each album ends up with a whole different band other than me and Mitch. Everyone else is new.
Okay. My apologies.
Yeah.
So you're the part of the new album
part of the
writing?
new
It's just a new wave. Yeah,
New gen. Yeah.
So how did you come to find these guys? Were you familiar with them beforehand? Or?
I actually wasn't, but one that got me into the band was Mitch, because Mitch had noticed that I had done singing stuff in the past and everything. And he added me, and we were chatting for a bit, chatting music and stuff, and talking about the different kind of singing and music that I have done, and he explained the situation. We're revamping and looking for another singer and new members and everything. So I was like, hey, yeah, I'll send through a little demo and see what you think and everything, and make sure I can sing like the way you guys like in that kind of era. And Mitch was like, yeah, cool. So we met and everything, and then Mitch introduced me to Phil, and
Crowley.
the rest is history. Crowley. My bad. We always do that.
So does Mitch have a band name as well?
I call him Samson, or just...
One thing that I'm always interested in, though, because I come from a background of audio engineering and producing, and I know a lot of bands that I've come across, particularly when they're larger, like more a group of members, they tend to do a lot of the production side of things themselves. Is that the case with you guys, or do you still go to a studio and hand over the reins?
We, for any official releases, definitely would go through the actual studios like Melville Recording with Ian Miller. Fantastic guy. We usually record at Twin Earth Recording Studio, just a place up in Summerton Park.
Oh, yeah.
John, he's been doing that for over 25 years, so we trust him.
Yeah.
You chuck up a bunch of microphones, we'll record. Otherwise it's me and Mitch just kind of either individually in our own houses writing. Yes, we do a lot of the production stuff ourselves. Would be the easy answer to that, but by the time it gets to completion, it's gone through a lot of hands.
Yeah.
So we kind of use each other as a filter.
And we kind of do little bits. So Carly and I, for example, doing the singing. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't forget that time. We because we work on lyrics and singing and things like that. We'll meet a lot more to ensure that part's sort of together, and then the other band members will be doing their practical stuff with the instruments, so then they meet together and sort of get that tight.
Like rhythm section and...
we sort of will bring it all together and everyone's all up to speed.
Yeah, it's kind of compartmentalized in that sense where, it is we focus on our section, they focus on theirs, and then we'll argue amongst each other.
That was going to be, that was kind of on the ilk of what my next question was going to be. Have you ever come together to bring the pieces all together and someone just gone, fuck no?
Yes.
And how do you do it? How do you resolve that? Is there a process you guys
use
do?
A different song.
Hey?
you write a different song. Because if you're at a standstill or if it's a Mexican standoff, somebody will just turn around and say, it's my song. And it's their song. Because by the end of it, it should be Ouroboric song. But if you can't let it go, then it's not an Ouroboric song. It's a you song. You can put it on your solo album.
Makes sense.
Fuck off, you do it.
Is that attitude why you've had to replace members at times?
Creative differences.
You don't have to answer that if you don't.
A lot of the times it's just, maybe the last time, I really let it loose at one point. I can be an arsehole.
Yeah, but the way I look at it is not so much that you're an arsehole, it's more that you've got a vision in mind of what you want, and it is your band. I mean, you and Mitch are obviously the
core, we're the leftover members of the original. Otherwise, it's there's a lot more.
The OGs.
I'm not saying that anyone else here in the band is not, important, but it's obviously your project at its core. Mm-hmm. It's not really being an arsehole, it's just knowing what you want and not being afraid to say so.
Well, yeah.
And sometimes there is room for compromise, though. We're okay, say for example, someone come up with a song and then be like, no, I hate it. And we'll go, okay, what do you not like about it? Is there something we can change to sort of accommodate it so everybody likes it?
Yeah.
But if not, and we can't work with it, it's just next song.
Yeah.
Next song.
Yeah. How many songs have we binned? Just the demo.
There's a couple of demos, but we are working on some new stuff at the moment that's gelling really quickly, so that's really cool. Starting to kind of find our new groove.
I think we're going to be starting to push Stacey a lot more to the front as well. I mean, on the last two singles that we released for the record and Sin Eater, I think you had more to do on Sin Eater, vocally and kind of that. But I think next we'll be kind of focusing on more solo kind of singing, and I'll just be more of an accompaniment.
Okay.
We're going to change up songs, so even a couple of past ones before I joined, sort of insert where I can sing and Phil sings, and you can hear the difference between our voices, because what we've discovered is when we do sing together, say for example for Sin Eater, our vocals are very similar, so because I can sing really high operatic but also quite low, so when we're doing those whoas and stuff, we sound very similar, but if I sang Sin Eater on my own, you can hear the comparison, like black and white straight away.
Nice.
So we're sort of adding a bit more in there, so you can distinguish the vocals. You go, yeah, there's Crowley, yeah, there's Freya. Like you can hear it.
Yeah. Can I ask what is the is there, if there is one, a story behind that name Freya? Like, is there any?
For me, it kind of started off as a nickname because I'm very much into like Norse mythology, but I have friends that have just like randomly will just say like online, just be like, "Hey Freya, what's up?" Or that's the nickname they gave me, and quite a few people gave me that. So I was like,
And what about you with Crowley?
Mine was an insult.
An insult?
Yeah, I just took it as a name after that. Like I said, I'm not the only arsehole out there. A lot of my friends are very prickly, and we all,
But it's kind of funny. I just worked out, like, in this actual moment, like, obviously Crowley comes from Aleister Crowley, right? And Freya is also
Yes, that was very obvious.
of witchcraft. So there is a little bit of that almost occult element in it, which the occult just means, like, unknowns.
So, something that came into my head while we were talking earlier about production and whatnot is, do you have a producer that you like, a dream producer? That if someone said to you, you can work with anyone in the world? Because for me, like,
Rick Rubin.
Oh, that was exactly who I was going to say.
Everyone wants to work with Rick.
I fucking
He
love
actually
Rick.
gives them space to do it. That's why when I take so many pages out of his book.
I love the fact that, like, in a sense, he knows nothing,
Yep.
but he knows everything.
He knows what he likes.
Yeah, like,
And he's willing to let a band explore that.
absolutely.
Which is kind of what we try and do.
Yeah.
I've read his book and I've watched his Shangri-La documentary
He has
as
a
well.
book?
Like, yes, he does.
I need to get this.
I will take a photo of it and send it to you when I
Yeah.
get home. It is a fantastic read. I started trying to watch Shangri-La, the documentary that he made, and I kind of like was like in and out of it.
Yeah, I can
so
feel
then
that.
I got the book, read it, went back, and I was like, But my first introduction to him was watching the Funky Monks documentary by the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
All right.
Yeah.
He worked with them on that album, and it was in the Sharon Tate mansion, the one where she was murdered.
Yeah.
And
Trent Reznor's old house.
hey,
Trent Reznor's old
yes,
house.
yes,
They recorded
exactly.
Downward Spiral there.
Yeah, exactly. And like, I was just gobsmacked by this guy. I'm like, who the fuck is this bearded man? Like, just walking around, just telling
No
him
shoes.
Yeah. But the more I got to
Fucking
know
hippie.
him, and like his breadth of like experience is incredible. Like, I mean, he's worked with anyone from like Beastie Boys,
Johnny
Kanye West,
Cash,
Johnny
Danzig,
Cash. Johnny Cash is a good one because he
Beastie
revitalized his career. I've been enjoying this so much that we like are so past my cut-off time already, but I do want to just really quickly wind back to the whole reason we're here, which is obviously your music and performing. Just really quickly, where can people find your music, and when are we expecting new music, and do you have any shows coming up? Three questions all in one.
You can find our music on Spotify, YouTube, those kind of places.
Yep.
Bandcamp.
That's probably the best one, man.
Yeah.
Especially on Bandcamp Friday.
Yeah, that's it. Make me some money, baby. I would say that when it comes to the gigging, we're still kind of locking down songs and getting the band ready. It's a 7-piece from a 5, and because there's 7, it takes so much longer for us to get into the same room all at the same time.
I can imagine it would be.
The writing process is easy enough, but it's the rehearsing that's really proving to be an issue at the moment.
Yeah, just getting everyone together because everyone lives in different locations.
Yeah.
So you've got to find a mutual spot and just get us all in one room.
And what was the other question?
When you had new music coming out, I think.
Well, the last things have been released not that long ago. The Sin Eater and Full Record, so that was like March. I think we released that one. So I'm hoping in another 6 months, within the 6 months, I think we were discussing, but that would really depend whether we plan to do an album or EP or a single.
Yeah.
But we are currently writing new material and everything, so we have got stuff in the works. So hopefully, once that's done, we can push that out as well.
Yeah, awesome. All right, thank you very much, guys.